Alright, so we got this old 80-something Jeep body in the shop today. And this thing's going to be a little project, so I figured I'd do a video on it. So this thing's got a 305, looks like they put a little cam in it. I mean, it's got wires everywhere, kind of just doing their own thing, not really going to anything, or like twisted up in a circle like that. I don't even know what half that stuff goes to. Nice carburetor. Performer RPM intake, got a shiny timing cover, a half of a radiator fan, some zip ties holding stuff on over here. What is that? Oh yeah, zip tie. Oh, no zip tie holding the radiator. This thing's too dang long, sticking up, hitting the hood where the hood won't close. I mean, as far as I know, all we really need is an alternator wire, a hot wire going to the, or you know, you gotta have an exciter wire going to the starter, and a hot wire going to your HEI. The rest of the stuff can get gone. Oh, something for the cooling fan, obviously. We might put that on a switch. I don't know how it's ran now, but I don't think it's ran to anything now because here's a big old wire hanging out of it. What the heck is that? Oh my god. So, we got this brand new Blueprint Engines 383 stroker going in this bad unit. That's what he wanted, so that's what he's gonna get. Alright, here's the light. See if it's charged up. There we go. How about that? It's got these dang spacer things in the springs. I don't know if you can see those. I can't hardly see them. And get my light right. It's got them stupid spacer things in there. So we're gonna jerk those things out, throw them in the garbage, to never be seen again. Probably pull this old busted air dam off of it. Try to fix some of this wiring. Looks like some headlight wires hanging down right there. I mean, it's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be miles from where it is right now. Old doors still sagging, but the inside of this thing is pretty slick. To be as old as it is, the dash is a little busted up, missing the handle right there. It's kind of hard to see on this camera in it. I mean, I've seen a lot worse. Needs a headliner, needs the back plate back here fixed. We'll probably, I don't know, the dang upholstery shop probably fix that back plate and put them speakers in it and do the headliner. The clock still works. How about that? I don't know what this is over here. Temperature gauge with the dang thing run through the door. Like, what the heck are y'all doing? That's not where that goes. Go through the firewall, bro. So my plan is to go ahead and pull this motor and trans, set it off to the side, push this thing back out, take the transmission to the trans shop for them to build it and install the torque converter up. Maybe 2800 stalls, something like that. Whatever they can do with a stock converter. And then I gotta pull that white thing, that old Chevy Captiva, pull that in. Put a new cylinder head, a new timing set on it, and hopefully by that time, transmission will be back. I can stick this one back together. So that's the plan. about the only wire we're keeping is, obviously we got to do something with this cooling system here, because that little fan, that's not gonna fly. That's like a fan that you put on like a standalone transmission cooler, which we will probably also be putting on this standalone trans cooler. I just thought of that, so I need to go up here to my little board and add SA trans cooler. Somebody decided to gobble weld up this thing pin, which I cannot understand for the life of me. I cannot figure out why this has been done right here. Colt, what are you singing over there? You singing a song? Say hello, video. Nope. Okay. And this thing really don't have any gauges. It's all dummy lights. So, I mean, we don't need none of that. None of those wires either. And I've already done a bunch up here. I mean, this thing was rough looking up here. There was like rolls and gobs of wires everywhere. All this stuff over here. There's the ECU and all this wires and a charcoal canister and the windshield washer thing. I mean, if we don't need it, we're gonna delete it. We ain't trying to make 1,000 horsepower. We're just trying to make a cool cruiser, like something you can hop in, drive 3 hours away, or halfway across the state or something, and just have a good time. Colt, what do we find? What do we find? God dang! Look at the size of that spider. Look how big that sucker is. I don't really know what kind of spider it is.
Oh, ton.
It's a big old joker.
Gonna bat me?
He'll probably bite you. He's probably pissed off being stuck in this. He's probably pissed off being stuck in this bucket.
That time.
There you go. There's a good picture of him.
Huh?
It kind of looks like a wolf spider, but it kind of don't. Alright, so I acquired a couple ounces of aluminum for my the treasure box. Where's the treasure box? Here's the treasure box. Alright, let's pull this drive shaft, trans cross member. Wow, guys, y'all check this out. I found an interesting feature. It's a trans cross member. Watch. What is this? It's a piece of rubber in there. It's got one bolt. So I don't know if this is a different transmission, maybe, and a different cross member. I guess we'll figure out what's in it when we get it pulled out of here. I mean, the pan's all like nice and shiny, so the flywheel is pretty shiny too. So is the starter. This stuff might be new. I don't know. Alrighty, folks, what is the next thing we do in this task that I don't know what to do? Alright, so I got the drive shaft out and dropped. Next, I gotta pull the dang cross member with that raggedy half a bolt holding it in. So that should be pretty easy. Alright, we got the cherry picker ready. We're ready to pull this motor out of here. And man, this thing is rough. Everything I touch on this thing is gonna have to be replaced. Like literally everything. It had one bolt in the transmission cross member that was finger tight. Didn't have a nut on the transmission mount on the tail shaft, and the mount was broke off from the transmission, so there was literally nothing holding the transmission in on this thing. The motor mount bolts were not tight. I literally took them out by hand. I mean, literally everything I touch is gonna have to be redone in some way, shape, or form. I went ahead and cut the exhaust off. Back here. I'm gonna talk to him. We'll probably scrap this whole thing, and that looks like maybe 2 1/4 inch. I don't know, 2 1/2, 2 1/4. Probably the only thing we'll save off this exhaust system is the mufflers. We'll just reuse them mufflers and probably do 3 inch duals all the way back, at least 2 1/2 inch all the way back. Cause I mean, look at this right here. Like, none of it's done right. Like, look at this. This is that, and looks like there used to be a mount right there. I don't know. It's got a brand new gas tank in it, so that's a plus. It's got new shocks all the way around. I went ahead and it had those goofy little ready to jerk this motor out of this thing. I'm gonna take the carburetor off, hook the chain up, jerk it out, push the car out, pressure wash it, pull every car in, and then after I get the transmission back from the train shop, we can start over on this project and start getting everything right and fixing what needs to be fixed. So now we're going to push this thing out, start pressure washing the engine bay, get it all cleaned up, get the wiring, well, probably wait on the wiring until I got the motor sitting in there so I can cut everything to the length how it's supposed to be. And that's basically it till we get the transmission back from the machine shop, the trans shop. That's about all we can do. Alright, so that's going to do it for this video, guys. We'll see y'all next week, or whenever I get the transmission back from the trans shop. We can pull this G-body back in here and start getting this thing right. What you doing, Colt? You drawing me some pictures on my concrete? Thank you. Say hey. What's up, YouTube? You wave. Say hi, YouTubers. You got blue, purple, green, yellow hands?